Howdy folks, Zapper here, aka Sean. Yeah, it's been a while since I've done an update, but I figured it's time to start playing at least another turn of Next War Poland. So we are doing I think it's the Strategic Surprise Advanced Scenario. I don't even remember. But so I just got done wrapping up well, not quite. I'm not quite finished with the first strike phase, but I did the air portion of the first strike phase. And then as soon as I'm done with that, or I'm getting ready to do the headquarters and artillery strikes, but I just wrapped up the air portion. I kind of wanted to capture that real quick before I moved on, because there was a lot going on. It took me a long time to do it too. So we had that B-2 bomber. He was targeting there's a headquarters unit that's underneath that strike marker. There's a bunch of other units, but I was specifically going after the headquarters because it's been detected. You can see the marker there. And when you take out headquarters, it really hampers the abilities of the enemy, the subordinate units to that headquarters. So I wanted to focus my effort on taking out a headquarters. And that strike marker was already there from, I think, the previous turn. So I decided, hey, I'm going to try to fly a stealth bomber over him and see what kind of hate and discontent we could drop on them. Well, it turned out to be nothing. The B-2 bomber made it undetected, and then when it dropped its payload, that was pretty much ineffective. And it seems to be normal for me, like when I get, use the stealth units or whatever, I was like, all right, these things are going to, wreak havoc on the enemy, and I always roll terrible. I don't know what it is, but I always roll bad, and I never get good results with the stealth stuff, so, or anything cool for that matter. So nothing happened there. And then right here we have a pair of B-52 bombers, and I did give them air support too, just in case they got detected, but I already pulled them off the map. I gave them some air cover. You see the ED right there, they were early detected, so that means they could have been intercepted, and they can be intercepted by aircraft, and they can also be fired upon by surface-to-air missiles. So there was some interceptor combat involved, but the Allies managed to fend off the interceptors. The SAM-fire didn't do anything, so they basically dropped their payload. They were targeting that headquarters right there, because you can see that there's a detected marker and a targeting marker on it. So in the Special Forces phase, the Special Forces guys successfully targeted that headquarters as well. It was already detected, but they also targeted it. And I guess in the way you could think of it is they're probably sitting up on a hill observing the headquarters, and they have some kind of laser designator or something that they focus on that headquarters so that the aircraft know where to drop the bombs. Or they have smart bombs, and the smart bombs will go right to the spot that the lasers are on. It's called painting the target. So the Special Forces painted the target. Both of the B-52s dropped millions of dollars worth of bombs, and that headquarters was at full strength. And it's really hard to tell, but dang it. It's really hard to tell, but I don't know if you can see it or not. So it is reduced. There's a thin gray line on there, so that they did reduce the headquarters. So if we can continue to attack them, hopefully we can do something. So that's what happened there as far as the Allies go on this map. And then on this map, in the naval detection phase, the Allies detected that Russian surface action group, sent in some aircraft, and we were able to basically do a strike one. Now, naval units, when they incur a strike one, they are able to move out of so they're in an inshore box right there. So you can see that they're in that inshore box. They can actually retreat into the at Seabox to avoid taking a strike one, but I wanted to leave the Russian naval unit there, so they kept the strike one marker. So I was like, okay, I'm going to press the attack. This was from cruise missiles, by the way. So I decided to press the attack with some air units. They were detected, fired upon by SAMs. Nothing really happened, and we were not able to do anything further to that surface action group. So again, just disappointing rolls. On the Russian side, so we got a really, let me see, let's move that right there. We have a really bad situation going on right here as far as the Allies go. So you can see here we have a limited amount of Polish units with a reduced headquarters that has no headquarters strike capability right now. So I figured let's try to hit them, and they were detected during the detection phase. So I was like, okay, we'll send in some guys to try and destroy that headquarters. And again, if you do that, then it limits your supply capability. We have a mobile supply unit by itself here and a mobile supply unit by itself here. So I wanted to target all of that stuff. So let's move that there. So I sent a pair of bombers here and a pair of bombers here. I gave each one of them some interceptor support. This group was early detected, which means I could intercept them with fighters. We did the interceptor combat, and when it was all said and done, of the 2 aircraft that were here, only one made it. I think the other one was aborted, so it wasn't destroyed. Dropped his payload, nothing happened. Nothing happened to the supply unit. So these guys were also, they were just detected, so they could only be fired upon by SAMs. And pretty much nothing happened. Again, millions of dollars of ordnance, and nothing happened. We had the helicopter strike from these 2 helicopters up here. So flew in, nothing happened. Or I think we didn't have good rolls for them, so nothing happened further to that headquarters. Let's see. And then I think during the strike phase, some cruise missiles hit that airbase, managed to destroy or give a step loss to the Allied. So I took out a Polish F-16 squadron or something. And then also put a strike marker on that holding box. So the Soviets have been, or the Russians have been, basically targeting a lot of these holding boxes. But it's starting to swing in the Allies' favor. Like the Allies had, they had the majority of air superiority planes in the air this turn, so the air superiority was at the Russian advantage. Now it's contested. So if the Allies can continue to capitalize on that, then if they can get air superiority, that will really change a lot of stuff. So I mean, that was pretty much it for the strike phase. Again, I still have headquarters and artillery units to do, but I wanted to capture at least the stuff with the missiles and aircraft. So we'll see what happens. All right, so I just conducted the headquarters and artillery strike portion of the strike phase. So let's see here. I had that headquarters and that artillery targeted that Polish. I think they look like mechanized infantry or mechanized Marines. So rolled good. Strike 2 result. So this headquarters retaliated and tried to hit this that headquarters. Of course, they were, unsuccessful as usual. And then we had, so basically this is that right there. Oh, you can't see it. Let's move it up closer. So basically you have a stack of artillery right here and a headquarters. So these two didn't do anything. So we had this rocket artillery and this headquarters targeted that headquarters in an attempt to destroy it. They almost did. So they got a strike 2 marker. So if that gets another strike marker, then they're pretty much toast. So I think that was it. Yeah, that was all that I did as far as headquarters and artillery. So let me get this. I'll get this loaded up, and then I'll go ahead and do the what's next. So yeah, we'll do some supply, and then we'll do some movement and combat. So, and then hopefully we'll be able to maintain some momentum with this game, because I've got other games that I want to play. I've got other stuff coming. I think I just ordered Tunisia 2, which will be my first operational combat series game, so wish me luck on that. I ordered, I think it was Salerno, which is a variable combat system. So Tunisia and Salerno are both Multi-Man Publishing titles. So I don't know how the variable combat system works. So we'll see how that goes. But I wanted a Sicily game, so that's a Sicily game. And then I also ordered Holland 44 from GMT. So I have Normandy 44. I think, do I? Man, I don't even know. Yeah, I have Normandy 44, and I really enjoyed it. So a lot of the rules are very similar to the Next War series. So there's a lot of similarities in the rules, which I like. So it's, it's a little bit easier, to read the rules when you already have a basic understanding. And of course, a lot of war games are very similar anyway. So once you understand zones of control and movement and all that, and attack and defense factors, a lot of war games are very similar anyway. So I like Normandy 44, so I wanted Holland 44, and I wanted a Market Garden game. I do have It Never Snows, but that's a standard combat series from Multi-Man, and that one's really simple as far as rules go. So I wanted something that was hopefully a little bit more in depth as far as Market Garden goes. And so we got that. I have A World at War that I would, that one will be on the table forever though, so I don't know about that one yet. But so I got those 3 titles coming. I've got the main battle tank expansions that I would like to dive into. So basically, I just need to get motivated. I've just been really lazy lately. Work hasn't been tough, but it does take me away. And when I, during the week I'm gone. So when I get home on the weekends, I don't want to do a whole lot. Video games are so much easier. So I've been playing a lot of video games. So, and video games aren't going to get any better because there's a lot of new stuff getting ready to come out. So, I don't know. We'll see. So I was, I wanted to get some playing of Next War. So anyway, you guys be amazing, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.